Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Tink. That's M-I-C-C, not M-I-S-S. You already know, Channel Central Post TV. All we're here to talk about. This is so out of order. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Today we ran a little bit long, so I'm going to have this up and then Loving Hip Hop tonight when I get off of work. So let's get into it. Season 3, whatever episode it is, it'll be in the description bar below. Tyler, we're going to talk. Let's get into it. Alright, so episode basically picks up where we left off. Kelly all scared because, of course, Travisha has her son Justice, which I'm like, girl, if you would have got the restraining order, this wouldn't have happened, but okay, whatever. He asks, she asks him, Justice, where is he? He's like, Travis, where are we? Justice, he caught on real quick. He was like, my mom wanted to talk to you and all of that stuff. So then, while Travisha, or should I say, Justice passing the phone to Travisha, yeah, I was right. She said, call the authorities. And I'm like, girl, again, that restraining order, but whatever. So Travisha on the phone, whatever, trying to pretend like the reception is bad, the number one way to get someone off the phone and pretending. And Justice is like, what? Looking and all that stuff. I was like, Lord. Kelly over there begging and begging him not to hang up. Where are you? Where are you taking my son? All of this stuff. And I'm like, girl, okay. And then, anyways. So then that's what she's like, when he hangs up, Justice was like, where we going? I believe he said they're going to get some ice cream, but Justice, he peeping game, he peeping it. Anyways, Kelly finally talking to police, letting them know that Travisha got her son Justice, and I'm like, oh Lord. I wonder if that was Officer Rick or whoever it was. I couldn't, whatever. And then, she don't really know that she didn't really get all the details and stuff. You need that when you, And she was like, she's like, wait, let me see what she said. Oh, yeah, and she was also didn't know where it was coming from or whatever, so now they on the look for Travisha and Justice, and I'm like, girl, you could have prevented all of that, but whatever. Then that's when Kelly, of course, calls Mochita Face, tells her what's up or whatever, and she all like, what? Because, she at the precinct working, and of course, that's when the officer told Mochita Face and everything. And I'm like, Lord Jesus. She's like, I don't know where they are. Travisha took my son. And then, Mochita Face like, I'm going to handle it. So then when they hang up, she calls, she keeps blowing up Justice's phone or whatever. And Travis ain't picking up. And Justice realized like, yo, Travisha, what's up with you? And I was like, oh, okay. Brad in his office, he can't find a damn thing. He all emotional bamboozle. That's when Edwina come in, Edwina. He come in and all this stuff and talking about, they trying to get Alex. Alex did this. Why you ain't let the baby die? And I'm like, I was with Brad. Brad was like, dog, you was so heartless. Like, are you kidding me? Brad looked at him like, dude, I ain't got time for this and your antics. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whatever. And of course, that's when Edwina wanted to tell the truth about what happened with the car or whatever. Although we know what he did to Andrew. And I just don't understand Edwina, why he talking about why you saved the baby. Of course, but we know how Edwina is. He's talking about, you my best friend. I'm trying to help you. And then talking about, they serve together. And my thing is, well, your ass need to be so, what they call, when you get discharged for whatever, you ain't worth to be serving in no army. Your crooked ass Edwina, whatever. You can see Brad a little soft beside talking about Alex suffered enough, although I don't think she did, but whatever. And then Edwina was like, fine. When my boy come back, you get back at me. And I'm like, whatever. I understand what Alex did, but Edwina is taking a little bit too far. Although Brad, that whole little suffering, she ain't suffer because all the time she went in that shed, I don't think that added up next, but I understand you're a kind-hearted man, I guess, whatever. Marcy goes see Miss Eloise or whatever, asking how she doing, whatever. Cute dress, she's looking all good. She asked, Miss Eloise like, why are you so hot? You know what I'm saying? She got the flashes and stuff, She's like, I'm worried about you. She's like, I'm good. And of course, she brought up Randall or whatever, and she asked, did she hug him and all that stuff? And Marcy was like, whatever, and like, I'm good, whatever. And talking about, he's a boy, I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't blame him, girl, but you still love him, but I guess, anyways. Marcy was getting ready to tell Miss Eloise about the pregnancy, and all of a sudden, Randall come in. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Then, of course, Randall started talking noise to Marcy, talking about under Brad and all that stuff. And I was so glad that Marcy clapped back at his ass, talking about, anytime I want, whatever. She ain't phased, and we could see it still getting to Randall because he act like he want to talk noise to her. I'm like, bye, whatever. Anyways, then that's when Marcy was like, you know what, this nigga done sucked the air up out of here. Let me get the hell on. And I was like, I don't blame you because he just doing too much. Whatever. So then Randall Gomez is trying to have a heart-to-heart talk with his mom, talking about, she said that, I wanted the father, she been with her. And Miss Eloise was like, if she'll cheat on her husband, what make you think she won't cheat on her boyfriend or her side piece? And he just so determined, like, no, she didn't, no, she didn't. I'm like, whatever. Miss Eloise hit the nail on the head, like, I told you. I told you. Like, you don't think Alex would mess around? I was like, okay, I ain't mad at you, Miss Eloise. You know what I'm saying? Tell him. Because he just so gung-ho and like, she told you to chill out. And now you ain't even more and act like you ain't gonna stop. You want to be a little Inspector Gadget and all that stuff. Whatever, anyways. So she just said, Randall, just go. Because I need some peace right now, whatever. And Randall like, okay. I love you, Mom. I can't, whatever, Randall, whatever. Back at Kelly's job, she calling everybody, and this is the part that got me. Aunt Viv, ain't no way in hell me and Aunt Viv would have been fighting, especially with the emotional rage I'm in, and you coming in there trying to pester me for a damn key and all of this stuff. Like, no, Aunt Viv, like, Tyler, please. In real life, that would not happen. Ain't no way in hell I'm distraught over my son, and then all of a sudden his wannabe grandmother coming in trying to get a key because his father about to get out. Girl, bye. She's talking about, I need to tell my son. I was like, Kelly, you a little bit too sane for me because I would have went batshit crazy, bitch. I'm in a too of a high emotional state and my son is missing and here you go. I'm just saying, no ma'am, Aunt Viv, you wouldn't have been coming at me like that. But she did give it a key. I was like, whatever. Kelly, what you did, girl? I hope we find out because we see her talking to him in the next episode. What did she do, Tyler? Because ain't no way Aunt Viv ass would be coming and talking to me like that in this emotional state up in my job. Bitch, bye. Whatever. Next, we see Natalie talking to Joey about the, the bills and, about him, I guess, going to, rehab and starting over and all that stuff with since he's got shot and everything. And all of a sudden, Mr. Kim come through, and I'm like, oh, Lord. I thought Mr. Kim was going to, but Mr. Kim realized his faults, although he's still an asshole. He thanked Joey for saving funds. I don't know what I was thinking about letting her ride. Like, yeah, they was plotting against her, like, Dodo. But whatever. He's talking about, Joey Almighty's talking about, don't thank me, my friend is there. He's still in that remorse because of Quanisha, but Quanisha didn't give a shit about you, okay, Joey? Anyways, Mr. Kim was like, you could come back and work with him or whatever. And I'm like, did you mean that just for Joey or for Natalie? Because Natalie was the manager. But anyways, so Natalie run out after Mr. Kim asked, did she pay the doctor bill? Did he pay him? He was like, no, I ain't paying no doctor bills. Hell no. I was like, damn, you ain't to talk to her like that. She emotional. Like, but whatever. I guess. And then that's when he walk off and stuff. I'm like, you ain't got to be mean like that. He just saved your life. You could have put something down on the bill, but whatever. And that's when Lucian calls Natalie and tell her to come to the house or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I think this is a surprise or whatever what he's been working on. Next, we see Alex with the kids, all, distracted and stuff, burning food. And them smart-ass kids need to be slapped, especially that little boy. But, kids see or whatever. They asking questions about where's the car and all that stuff. Of course, the car fucked up. And she like, no, we're going to go for a walk. We're going to do this. I'm like, girl, whatever. That little smart-ass boy need to be slapped, I guess. Somehow tell us. I ain't got to tell you nothing. Then they ask where the baby is. Of course, that's their brother, whatever. And Alex was like, stop with the questions. She just snapped on him. I'm like, girl, you better than me. I'd have been telling don't ask me no questions out of grown folks' business. Baby's fine. Anyways, Alex says, let's go get ready. Let's go to, I'm going to ask Kelly to borrow her car. And I'm like, y'all must be some good friends because I could have sworn Kelly at work. But okay, her car, all right. Anyways, after that, Alex sees Lucian's whatever. And then Lucian asks, can he borrow some candles or whatever? And he comes in there. And of course, we see, crazy ass Randall looking like, oh Lord, he gonna think that, of course, Alex and Lucian has something going on. Baby, please, not with Natalie crazy ass. Anyways, Alex lets him in, borrow some candles, whatever. He asks how she doing and all of this stuff. And then, of course, that's when Lucian tried to tell her, like, I know what you're going through and all of that stuff. And then he asked her about Andrew. And Alex, I feel like Alex got caught up in her shit and Lucian saw that shit because Alex was like, oh, no, I didn't. like when it came down to asking about Andrew and all of that stuff and how she get there, how she get down in the car and stuff, and she almost got caught up in her shit, but she went back to her kids and tried to, divert the question. I think Lucian peeped that girl. You heard what Mochaccino Fed said, get your story straight, because Lucian is FBI. Anyways. So, after that, the kids come downstairs. Of course, they still doing more back talk or whatever, telling Lucian, talking about, we don't have a car. Like, I would have popped his ass. They don't need to be talking like that, but whatever. And then when she comes out of the car or whatever, when it comes out of the house, that's when, of course, Randall calls Alex a bitch. And I'm like, Lord Jesus, I ain't got time. Anyways, back at the hospital, this is how it pretty much ends. We see Pete and Joey talking. Apparently, Pete, he trying to walk, you know what I'm saying, and stuff, and he's still hurting, like, But my thing is, Pete got shot way more, and he's looking a lot better, but okay. I'm just saying, but all right, Tyler, whatever you want to do. They all talking or whatever, talking to each other and everything, and they go back and forth about how each other got shot and all of that stuff, and then all of a sudden, these police coming in and him up Joey. Now, I'm thinking, is this a surprise for the house, or is that really him, the people that's coming to get him because of the parole violation? I thought Lucian had that underhand, so what's going on with that? That's what I want to know, because they just dragging him like, you can wheel him out in a wheelchair. You ain't got to pick him up and drag him like that. He is hurt, and he is still got the, like, look at his face. Like, they didn't even care. Sue the hell out of them, Lucian and Natalie, for doing Joey like that. I'm just saying, Mr. Kim, don't stick up for him too, because what he did for your daughter, because of your carelessness. I'm just saying. I'm like, what's going on? And that's pretty much how it went off or whatever. It was a okay episode. I'm waiting to see what's going to go on, I guess, next week with this whole Kelly and Justice and Travisha thing, and Justice father and Evea ass coming in there. She would have got slapped. I think I would have lost my job today and would have blamed it on emotionalness because of what was going on. She would have got ass slapped. Somebody or security, somebody would have escorted her out, especially with this situation going on. And you didn't already told them to call the police about your son missing. You didn't talk to them, girl. I would have called the police and slapped ass. That was just too much Tyler Perry landish. Get that together, Tyler. But that's pretty much what happened, y'all. I'm gonna come back tonight. I might be dead tired tonight when I got for work, but I'll do Love and Hip Hop tonight. But I want to get this one out the way first because it's one of my favorite shows. And Love and Hip Hop was good. I just got to finish it. But, got to handle my business with work and everything. Money. Anyways, hope you have a blessed one. I'm Miss Tink. That's M-I-Z-Z, not M-I-S-S. You already know. Channel's not your post. TV, y'all. And I'll see y'all again for the next one. Deuces.